Su Changqing knew in his heart. Once it is said that the purpose of this trip is to let this Su family go. Then, only one handle will be left in his hands. And Ruo has never seen his true face. You can't guess who you are. According to what is currently known, this injustice of the Su family is not simple. There are too many forces involved. Besides the dossier of a merchant's family like the Su family, the emperor should not have been alerted, but now it appeared in Luo Wuking's bedroom. Is this a probe or something else? Jia Su Changqing has been silent. Luo Wuking knew and continued to press. You don't get any useful information. So he proposed to make a deal with Su Changqing. As long as you use your disguise to help Ju for 3 years, I'll give you the ring no matter what mushrooms you want. Even if you want, it is the 9 Revolutions golden pill in the hands of the Empress Dowager. After 3 years, you can also take her away safely. The voice just fell. A secret passage suddenly opened between the bookshelves. Ruo walked in without looking back. You have an early morning to consider. After speaking, he also put a book recording the secret room in the palace. Throw it to Su Changqing. Su Changqing opened the book and read it carefully. Soon he saw the wasted profile by Ling, daughter of Bai, and the description of his figure. Almost made Su Changqing spray 2.5 caddies of nosebleed. At the same time, on the other side of the court, Ruo pretending to be a man, listening to the minister's report. Your Majesty, the case of Dr. Shu has been investigated. The Su family in the north of the city is the culprit. Ruo sneered mercilessly when he heard the words, Su family again. There's been a lot going on in their family recently. His cold eyes interrupted the prime minister who wanted to continue reporting. A traitor stabbed last night. So I King's memorial to the calligrapher. This has not been approved yet. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Don't give the prime minister a chance to refute. If you are ruthless, declare the vow. Retreat early. After the ministers have left, a female officer whispered in his ear, if Ruthless listens, it will be a wicked smile, which is a bit interesting. Auntie will go back to the bedroom to have a look. On the other side, Su Changqing, reading books carefully in the bedroom. The eunuch's sharp voice suddenly sounded outside the door. Shanfei Road, and then I saw a man with red hair. A beautiful girl in a red dress pushed the door open. The concubine heard that His Majesty was frightened last night. This is specially cooked by the concubine for you. Longan calming porridge. Try it while it's hot. Look at this passionate girl in front of you. Su Changqing knew without thinking, this must be the work of that ruthless guy again. I really envy the life of this dog emperor. Obviously a woman. The harem concubines are more beautiful than each other. At this time, Su Changqing suddenly remembered. Concubine Xiang's file is also recorded in the books, so he couldn't wait to check it out. Just when I saw the short forward introduction of the other party, the whole person froze in place. I didn't expect such a beautiful girl to be a green tea. What a pity! When he looked up at Concubine Xiang again, Concubine Xiang is ready to start feeding Su Changqing. The sweet voice and the charming movements. This is simply the plus super green tea of green tea. Su Changqing hurriedly turned his head away from him. I'm afraid that if I look at it one more time, I won't be able to help myself commit a crime. How did you expect this move? But Concubine Xiang mistook it for His Majesty to dislike him. Your Majesty, do you hate Lianer? Didn't you love to drink the porridge I made before? After saying that, he started crying. See. Su Changqing could only helplessly appease him not to cry. He'll drink it all later this week. Just then, The door was suddenly opened. A beautiful woman with blonde hair walked right in, and she is the concubine Manhwa with heterochromatic eyes. Obviously, concubine Nan and concubine Xiang are extremely wrong. The two just met? The eyes are sizzling. Su Changqing called Barbecue King when he saw this. I'm going to enter the Astra arena by mistake, since being found by a man behind his daughter. From then on, the female emperor seemed to have opened a new door. Not only would they send all kinds of concubines to torture Su Changqing every day, even after seeing Su Changqing blown dry, will also incarnate and teach beauties to ask him to sleep. This Su Changqing. At this moment, I fell into the Asura arena of two women. Looking at the two women's sizzling and electric eyes, Su Changqing's forehead instantly dripped with cold sweat. Call barbecue in your heart. Once they pinch, it must be yourself who is unlucky. At this time, concubine Xian took the lead in attacking. It turns out that my sister also prepared delicious food for His Majesty. It's a pity that His Majesty just finished eating the real murderer prepared by his sister. I'm afraid I can't eat your food now, sister. Hearing this, concubine Nan pouted. The expression is very unhappy. He casually picked up a piece of Osmantha's cake on the plate. Don't give Su Changqing a chance to speak. A pastry the size of a small fist. He shoved it directly into Su Changqing's mouth. Seeing the other party act so boldly, and the iconic heterochromatic eye, Su Changqing instantly recognized his identity. Beijing's first beauty man's network. She is also the most beloved granddaughter of the king of Yan. Remember when she first entered the palace? I don't know how many scholars have been heartbroken. But such oil is ruthless. His evaluation turned out to be a vase. It's a waste of money. Concubine Xiang sneered in her heart. The eldest lady is indeed the eldest lady. They don't serve people at all. So rude. It will surely provoke His Majesty's disgust. He is well aware of his own majesty. Temper. In order to avoid getting angry later, take anger at yourself. He quickly cleaned up and retired. See, the boy's face shows a victorious pose. Stinky green tea makes you argue with me. I don't even look at who I was afraid of in this palace. It's just that he hasn't been proud for a few seconds. There was a sound of barley outside the door. The two women who heard the voice trembled with fear. He plunged into Su Changqing's arms. Then I saw a man wearing white plain clothes. A beautiful woman with dark hair and a faint smile pushed the door in. And she is Luo Wuking's fourth favorite concubine. Concubine Shuzhou Xia. You two were arguing in front of His Majesty. Cheng He style. Su Changqing's eyes touched the other party's hands. After the moment, he was like a bolt from the blue. No, the sea really can't eat it. Seeing His Majesty staring at the taxi and concubine Shu in his hands, immediately understood his little thought. So he hid behind him. Smiling at the two girls, the two sisters, His Majesty seems to have something to do. Why don't we find a place to chat? Develop a relationship? How? The boy in classical Chinese is like seeing a ghost during the day. The cold sweat on the forehead can't be stopped. I still have something to do. I went back to the palace first. After saying that, he ran out of the door without looking back. Concubine Xiang was also in a panic at the moment. Greetings to my sister. My sister will have to greet the Empress Dowager later. Can't you chat with your sister? After saying that, she also quickly fled the room. Looking at such an understanding and beautiful concubine Shu, Su Changqing only felt there's a deer punching his little heart. His cheeks were also unconsciously stained with a blush. On the first day, 3 girls took the initiative to post upside down. This dog emperor's food is too delicious. Thinking of concubine Shu's charming little face, Su Changqing couldn't help but fantasize about being with each other. The picture gets this beauty. Die without regrets. He thought it was useless for a woman to want him if she was ruthless. Do you want it in 3 years? Take concubine Shu away. The next second, she rejected the idea. Because if Ruthless's evaluation of her in the book is scheming, you are not only thoughtful. The city is very deep. It's easy to reveal your inner thoughts when facing him. Is someone who is absolutely unapproachable. Soon it will be evening. Su Changqing with a broken dream lies on the bed. With a face full of love, this scene was seen by Luo Wuking, who just entered the door. He hit His Majesty. What's wrong? It's only been half a day. Do you miss your concubine so much? Su Changqing was startled. He quickly got up and said, Your Majesty, you are here. Rua's face darkens. Ask what you call me. Helpless. Su Changqing could only quickly change his mouth and call concubine AI. Then Ruo ruthlessly asks her what she thinks. Is to choose to be her male stand-in, or choose to die. Is there an option here? Su Changqing could only promise to be his male substitute for 3 years, and there are 2 days left. The Su family will be eliminated by the 9 clans. He just happened to be able to take this opportunity to clear the Su family's name. See the other party promise. Luo sat in the chair with ruthless satisfaction, fiddling with the hair in my ear. What's your name? The grass is called Chen Sheng. Longevity. Longevity? If Ruthless hurriedly interrupts him. Okay. Now show me your disguise. Become what my aunt is now. Then, under Luo Wuking's curious gaze, Su Changqing used phaseless magic, turned into his appearance. Kind of like that. It's just that your hair is wrong. It's very recognizable. If you are ruthless, use a comb, tidying up Su Changqing's hair. Is this the first time my aunt has brushed someone else's hair? By getting too close. Su Changqing smelled the uniqueness of the other party. The fragrance of his little face also turned red. He doesn't dare to speak at the moment. Only Ren Pingruo could ruthlessly fiddle with his hair. It's foolproof. Thank you, concubine. But this sentence of the beloved concubine made Luo Wuking dissatisfied again. He took off his long dress. It means that he is now the emperor. Su Changqing was immediately confused. You are the emperor, and who am I? See the other person still undressing. Su Changqing hurried not to look at him. And Ruo, after changing the dragon robe, evil smile, of course you are the lonely beloved concubine Zhou Jinyu. There's one more thing to inform you in advance. It's your turn tonight. As soon as this sentence comes out, Su Changqing was dumbfounded. He never expected. I am a dignified 7-foot man. One day I will lose my innocence as a woman. In order to satisfy the little hobby of the female emperor, actually using Wuxiangong, transform yourself into a woman. I thought Ruo just wanted to take a look. The effect of a man's transformation. Unexpectedly, he directly forced Su Changqing after hearing such an explosive request. Su Changqing was dumbfounded. He never expected to be a dignified 7-foot man. One day I will lose my innocence as a woman. However, after she finally made a good psychological foundation, just about to accept it all, she was greeted by a pile of memorials higher than a mountain. Su Changqing instantly broke the defense and said something good. Why did you suddenly become a review author again? Wenyan Luo Wuking chuckles. You think it's beautiful. Do you really think my aunt has a crush on you? Besides, why can't the author be considered a thing? Now everyone in the palace knows. Tonight is your concubine Zhou sleeping. And as an emperor, you also have to be familiar with things like reviewing memorials. Aunt will work hard tonight. Let me show you. Su Changqing knew that tonight the memorial to him was rejected. So I begged Ruo Ruthless to turn him back into a man. He doesn't want to toil all night with a body like this. Finish. Su Changqing also started to mess up the hair that had just been sorted out. This made Roro's heartless mood instantly become unbeautiful. He secretly scolded Su Changqing as a big fool. This is the first time he's done someone's hair. I don't know how to cherish at all. And for Ruo Ruthless's sudden change of attitude, Su Changqing was completely unaware that it was caused by him. I just thought the other party was a bad guy who was uncertain. But angry is angry. Ruo still patiently guided Su Changqing how to review memorials. He told Su Changqing, the great Xie dynasty state capital has fallen into countless battles, and as a result, they turned in enormous numbers every day. But most of them are slapstick. It doesn't matter.